I just love coming up with new recipes for salsa. They're popular for a reason. I mean, you can literally try them so many ways with different cooking process, different ingredients, different peppers, you name it. Your creativity can literally go wild. And today we're gonna make one with tomatillos. Let's bring those acidity tones through. If there is a secret to know is get the best ingredients you can, meaning some really good ripe tomatoes, really good looking tomatillos, and your salsa is going to be out of this world. First, I'm going to remove that core area from the tomatoes because guess what? It's gonna make the mashing process in the molcajete so much easier. Tomatillos, I think we're good. They're not much of a problem. I'm just gonna make sure I get all of that stem off. For the spicy component, we're gonna be using chiles de árbol. Now these are really, really spicy, so feel free to adjust it to your own desired preference. You can go down to 2 or 3, which would be like a mild salsa. I have a comal over medium-low heat already preheated. I'm gonna lightly toast them, and this is very important. Don't let them burn, so just stir them continuously. The thing with dried chiles is if you let them burn, they turn really bitter. 15 to 20 seconds depending on how hot the comal is. You should be able to smell them, and these are ready to go, my friends. Now I'm gonna crank it up to medium and add the tomatoes, the tomatillos, 2 garlic cloves unpeeled. Flip them around as soon as they start getting that charred color so that all of the ingredients get charred all around. By the way, I'm going to leave you the link to this comal down in the description area. It is a beautiful one. I like to keep it on hand. Now the garlics are going to be the smallest ingredients in the comal, so they're going to be ready sooner than the rest. Those colors became pale. We've got some good charring happening. And I can see some of those juices just kind of, peeking through, oozing out. And sometimes the ingredients are gonna be done at different times, but it just so happens that everything was good to go at the same time. And I'm just gonna clean this comal while those ingredients cool down. I like to do this right after I cook all of those ingredients because especially the tomatillos, since they have acidity, they can sometimes stain your carbon steel comal. So definitely go watch my video on how to clean and maintain your carbon steel comal, also how to season it. Bring out the molcajete, and as always, be sure to put something right under it, like a rug, to protect the surface you're working on, because obviously this is volcanic rock. I've got my 2 garlic cloves. I'm just gonna peel them. Look, we even got a really good color in there. For that authentic, robust flavor, 1 small raw garlic clove. We're gonna start off with just half a teaspoon of kosher salt to help grind everything together. Take that pestle and you know the deal. Mash it down. This process is wonderful. It develops such great flavors because it releases those natural oils, flavors that a blender simply cannot replicate. Now, a blender does serve a purpose for other types of salsa, so it just depends on what kind of dish you're making. All right, now all of those peppers go in. The dried chiles. We're going spicy today. These are gonna require a little more muscle, but you know what? Bring the person who has the most muscles at your house, or take it as your exercise. Ooh, those chiles, oh my goodness. Next, I'm going to go with tomatillos. After this, there's no particular order. Those ingredients are super soft, so you should be good. See, that's what we need to make sure those ingredients are well cooked through, because the mashing process will be much easier. Those tomatoes just kind of melt in there. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have goals in life, right? And for salsa, you also have to have goals. The end results should be super delicious. We need a little more salt. We're gonna do another half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Obviously, this is the taste. Now I'm gonna add 1/4 of a white onion diced. And this is definitely optional. If your dish already has fresh onion and fresh chopped cilantro, then you can omit this step. But I'm gonna have it with chips, so This is gonna be perfect. And this is a quarter of a small bunch of cilantro. It just adds another layer of freshness. This is camera worthy. And right now it's gonna be chip worthy and rossana worthy. I love serving my salsas in their molcajete, but it's time to taste, you guys. Wow. This is definitely a hot salsa. I love this heat level. So good, you guys. Fresh chopped onion, chopped cilantro. What else can you ask for? I'm loving it. Remember that the full printable recipe is going to be available on villacocina.com. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and click the notification bell. All right, you guys, we reached the end. Until the next one.